Hello there.
I got that Boardwalk Empire itch, ladies and gentlemen. That itch is there. That itch is there to just keep recording and recording. Because as you can see, I took off the beanie, styled my hair a little bit, but I'm recording this right after finishing episode 7. So I have a couple of Boardwalk Empire reactions in the vault. Once I upload episode 7, episode 8 should be ready to go. Maybe a double upload, who knows? I doubt it, but maybe a double upload for episode 8 and 9. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the Boardwalk Empire reactions at the moment just as much as I am enjoying this show. And last episode, it looks like we got introduced to a brand new character who's going to be great on screen in Richard Harrow. And hopefully, you know, that balances out the absence of Chalky White, because I was like, I need more Chalky White. But then we got Richard Harrow. So I'm like, listen, if we can have that perfect balance where, you know, if one's off screen for a while, it doesn't matter because we got the other one. Let's see. This one, episode 8, is titled, it is titled Hold Me in Paradise. So yeah, it's your boy Elie Moses, your 24-year-old law and film student here in Australia, absolutely shooting his shot. This is Boardwalk Empire, episode 8 of season 1, Hold Me in Paradise. Let's get into the reaction. Let's have some fun with this thing. Let's absolutely smash it. Let's go. Oh, starting off with the boy Eli. I love that. I love that scene right here. You know, you had that shot linger on the door. That was Nucky Thompson. That door doesn't stop opening all day with constant people wanting to visit and have a meeting.
Well, who was it?
Fella got off on the wrong floor. He was drunk. The General Motors convention.
That's it? There's nobody else out there.
That waiting room's packed when Nucky's in town.
I don't get it. It's not like the city's closed for business. When he's away, I'm in charge. What's so complicated?
People are funny. Creatures of habit.
Nucky is the heart of the
They need a
city.
favor, they know Nucky's the man to see.
Give me some coffee.
Oh.
Oh, what?
I forgot. Nuck's in Chicago.
I'm here, so what do you want?
You ain't Nucky, Eli, unfortunately.
This Friday, my daughter's being fitted for her leg braces. I was hoping to take the day, have someone else make my collections.
Who usually fills in?
Neary, but with the indictment, I got his route now, too.
Your kid has polio?
Take the day off. Be with your girl.
You sure?
I just said it, didn't I? Why would I not be sure?
Thanks.
Hey, Eli's the substitute, man. Hey, make sure you get those collections right, though. Hey, Nucky out of town, a lot can go wrong.
General Wood is only a candidate for president?
Oh, yes, of course. The ambassador's suite is quite lovely as well.
Fine, then give Wood the ambassador and bring my bags up to the presidential suite.
Damn, Nucky.
Let me tell you the difference between me and General Wood. He is a war hero, former Army Chief of Staff, and practically a shoo-in for the Republican presidential nomination. I, on the other hand, am a magnificent tipper. I'd like a bucket of ice and 3 bottles of Canadian Club waiting in the parlor.
Hey, money
Please make
trumps
yourself
all, man.
comfortable while we prepare the suite.
Money trumps all. You even got the posters in the background, or like the banners. Welcome Republican candidate General Wood. And Nucky's like, nah, man, I'm taking your presidential suite.
All this empty space. Wonder where they hide the hooch.
How are you, Nuck?
Well, I can't complain, but that doesn't mean I won't.
I'm wondering if you'd do me a favor. Harry Doherty is hosting a reception tonight. He asked me to drop by. Warren Harding's campaign manager?
Who cares about Harding?
Well, nobody. But Doherty's a good man to know. If you'd go on my behalf. I have
This-
a pressing engagement.
This entire show is just quid pro quo, man. A favor for a favor. That's all it is. That's all it is. Each episode, Nucky is provided with a platter of problems or a platter of, you know, favors he has to do and get by. It's just, we take each episode as it goes. That's all it is. And, you know, Nucky seems like the people's champ and Eli seems like his father's champ. You know, we saw last episode, Nucky obviously was mistreated by his father at a very young age, and it seemed like Eli was paraded as the golden child, and Nucky was missing that from his childhood, and seemed like he's the one that always was made an example of. But then as we've grown up, it's the polar opposite. But in a way, Eli still has great status in life in being the town sheriff. And I think he's the police commissioner. So he still has, he has a great status, but it seems like he can never fill in, or he's always walking in his brother's shadow in terms of like what he can provide to the people. Nucky has that, he has that extended mag when it comes to how much reach he has in the community. And you know what? Others, like in the show, would be content, but it seems like Eli has that little bit of sibling rivalry.
Well, don't press on her too hard, Walter.
You know me well, my friend.
I do indeed.
That friend word is used so loosely.
We're gonna take this thing, Nucky. And as soon as we do, the sky's the limit.
The sky? I'm only interested in the roads, Mr. Vice President.
He's still interested in them roads, man.
So you'll see Doherty?
You know me, I'll see them all.
You're a real pal, Nuck. Gentlemen.
The senator seems in a good humor.
Go check on the room.
Yo, the Ritz looks awesome.
Peridot. Is that what it's called? Not emeralds, but not nothing. Do you think he picked it himself? The Kaiser's mustache. You are a terrible influence.
Yo, it seems like
How's
Margaret's
your
growing
hair?
into a role,
My hair's
man.
fine. How's yours?
She's embracing.
We should get some more cream cakes.
She's embracing the
Oh, why
perks
not?
of who she
Bring them
is.
back for the children. Not so bad sometimes, is it? What? The whole ball of wax.
Marguerite,
Madame Genet.
oh, you must assist me.
In what?
She quit. Oh,
Everybody knows everybody, isn't that swell?
Last checks, Lucy.
Don't act like you care.
She wishes to make a large purchase, but her credit. Mr. Thompson has made clear that he no
What are you
longer-
two whispering about? Americans don't whisper.
I have asked Marguerite to help me to explain.
Oh, she'll help. She's very helpful. Aren't you Mrs. McDougal?
Schroeder.
Is that Irish for bitch?
is she on the drugs the last few episodes? She seems high.
You're not at your best now, and you should leave.
Oh, you're in charge of the lobby now, too?
Lucy?
My old friend Annabelle. You wouldn't steer me wrong.
Is
would
she on
you?
the cocaina?
No, I wouldn't.
You're about as phony as that wig.
Miss
Whoa.
Danziger, you must stop now.
You think that he's your friend? You think you understand him?
And what if I did?
Then you're the dumbest door I ever met.
Listen, that was coming. I was waiting for the swinging to start happening. Like, I was just like, who's gonna
The
strike
next
first?
time won't be nearly as pleasant.
Woo! Now, the reason I have a smile on my face is because I was just editing my episode 7 reaction and I had the
What do you
scene.
think?
She looks pretty.
Yo, we just showing a young kid titties like that? Come on, man!
The grocery bill.
Did you check the box?
I saw the postman as well. There was nothing else.
Hey, it's time to make a living for yourself.
Perhaps it's time you get a job.
My friend Mary said the same thing.
Damn.
Have you considered selling Little Dot?
I'm not sure what that is.
It's a perfume company.
The ladies who go door to door?
Some of their fragrances are really quite lovely. The Violet, Lily of the Valley.
I don't think it's for me.
That's right. You bohemian types go au naturel.
I've worn perfume. I was talking about the job.
Yo, the women in this show are at each
There's
other's
an
necks.
art dealer in New York, Greenwich Village. And he's agreed to look at my work. With an eye towards selling it.
Oh, really?
There are no guarantees, of course,
Oh,
but Mary,
Your friend.
yes. She thinks I have a good chance.
You could take a stenography course as well, you know.
Does anyone in this show care for one another? Like, does anyone want the best for each other? No! Like, I swear every scene is filled with envy and jealousy. Like, what the heck? It's like, I want everything for myself. I want what you have. Now, you can't have that because I don't like you. Like, that's what it is. Not even my, you know, daughter-in-law to be, potentially. Nah. Oh, man. I told all the women in the show, I ate each other's necks, man. Like, they're all holding knives to each other. Like, it's actually insane. It's catfight galore. Like, even the, like, oh, man. Like, how?
Sir? Yes, we got another one.
Oh, is he? Is he intercepting the letters to Angela from Jimmy, the payment support, or the letters? Sorry. Wow, that is cold. That is cold. That is low, man. Oh my gosh. That is low.
I haven't confirmed it yet, but
Ladies and gentlemen, this entire ugly affair began when Abatel and some other cheap gamblers approached me to fix the World Series. A sordid scheme which every newsboy on Broadway knows I turned down flat. And not only was I not in on the deal, I furthermore did not bet 1 red cent on the series after I found out what was underway.
isn't it true, sir, that a man named Sport Sullivan approached you as well?
I'm approached by people every day with all manner of harebrained schemes. Certainly suffering fools can't be illegal.
Rehearse with your attorney, man.
You know, it's not too late to go to law school, Arnold.
Rehearsing with your attorney, man.
I prefer to make my living honestly.
Now, we really firing shots at the law school students? The law people? I'm offended. Hey, yo! Shooter McGavin? No way! It's Shooter McGavin.
I wouldn't say no to a bourbon. Field has no first raters, and Harding's the best of the second raters.
Not exactly a rousing endorsement, but it happens to be true.
Well, he certainly looks like a president.
It's half the battle, my friend. More than half of those trollops get the vote.
Great meal last night, Harry.
Do the right thing, boys, and steak won't be the only thing on the menu.
You bet, Harry.
Oh, man.
Quite an appetite myself, you know.
You should meet Warren. You're gonna like him.
The amount of ass kissing in this show is generational.
It was quite something, Paul. Very well done.
That's nothing. I can spend hours bloviating. You see, Americans don't want someone looking to stir things up. They want stability. Someone dedicated to safeguarding America.
Why is this guy talking like he's giving a speech?
To think of America first. My best judgment for what America needs now is to steady down, to get squarely on her feet,
Warren,
to have...
there's a few other gentlemen I'd like you to meet.
Oh.
Nucky, I hope you'll consider what we discussed.
Pleasure.
Doing the rounds, doing the rounds.
You must be awfully proud of your husband.
It's a terrible, wretched thing. Fortune teller told me he'll die in office.
The House of Cards, man. The hell?
Evening.
Good evening.
Crazy. Again, the breadcrumbs I was talking about. Each episode sort of has a follow-on scene, I don't know, with something that Nucky desperately wants. I don't know, I feel like he desperately wants his own family. Something that, was it Mabel? His wife couldn't give him because she passed on. He doesn't have a child, and I don't know, last episode you saw Damien, or you heard Damien talking about the birth of his child 7 weeks earlier, and how much of a powerhouse his wife was to get through it, and he was praising her constantly. And obviously Steve Buscemi's acting is phenomenal in this series, so his facial expressions tell a whole story in itself. and you know there's a gaping hole in his life that he's desperate to fill. And then last episode, obviously, like I said, with Damien talking about the child being born, it's something that I feel like Nucky Thompson craves. And then now this episode, he's face to face with that, the woman cradling the baby.
Beautiful child.
Thank you.
A young Republican, I'm guessing.
She certainly is.
And what brings you to the convention?
Oh, we're, friends of Mr. Harding's?
Well, it's good to have friends in politics.
Do you have children yourself?
No. I had a son. He died.
I'm sorry.
Did his wife die in childbirth? I'm not sure.
Bless this food, O Lord, and ourselves to thy loving service, that we may always continue in thy faith and fear to the honor and glory of thy name. Through Jesus Christ our Lord.
So,
Amen.
he's a very religious individual, Van Alden. So the 2 episodes ago when he was punishing himself, is that because he had lustful thoughts of Margaret and that's why he was punishing the flesh? Because the back of the photo said she was 16 years of age at the time. So that's why he was punishing himself for it, with the whipping.
The garden. The tulips are looking a little ragged.
Trust Michael Shannon to have one of the most awkward
What's wrong?
marriages I've ever seen.
You put yourself through this every month.
It means I'm not fully a woman.
Yes, you are, very much so.
No, no. No baby will grow inside me. And in the place of that joy, every 28 days the blood flows and then I can't help it, so the tears.
Please eat.
Maybe Van Alden deep down desires a child as well, similar to Nucky. But his wife cannot bear one, and
I ran into Naomi Ellsworth at the milliner. She said I might be able to get some help.
Must everyone know our private affairs?
She had difficulty conceiving herself. There was a blockage in her tubes as well.
Why must we always go on about this? If the Lord wanted us...
If the Lord wanted us to die of appendicitis, then he wouldn't have given us the ability to treat it.
That's Naomi Ellsworth talking.
I want to get this fixed. There's a physician in Manhattan. He can perform a surgery.
Surgery?
It's $270.
My salary barely meets expenses as it is.
I want to give you a son, Nelson.
everything is tragic in this show, man. And you know what I noticed as well? I don't know if it's just me, but
all I want is for you to be happy, Rose. I'll do what I can. Now, please, dear, eat.
okay, what the F is happening here? Just 1 second before I get to this atrocity that's on screen. This abomination. What I noticed right there is I feel like there was a change. Obviously, I was about to say there was a juxtaposition cut where Nucky obviously looking at innocent newborn life, and then you juxtapose to the scene with Van Alden and his wife being unable to provide that for him. But what I noticed as well with that juxtaposition cut is that there was a significant shift in the color grading, in my opinion. I just felt like the scenes with Nucky in the suite or whatever that little hall was with the Republican ceremony, and all those individuals there. I feel like a lot of the colors in that scene right there, or the sequence of events that happened there, were a lot warm. It was more vibrant, it was more saturated, and you juxtapose that to the scene with Van Alden. I could be wrong, but it looked almost lifeless. That cut from Nucky and the woman to Van Alden, I really noticed a dramatical shift in the mood because of the color grading. And the colors were washed. It was more dull, and yeah, lifeless, I feel like. And yeah, not only do they, I feel like, I don't know, what I'm trying to say is that I noticed a dramatical shift in the color grading, and that in itself sets the tone for the scene, in my opinion. And yeah, right there, even though you had sort of like a depressing scene with Nucky and the woman, with the baby, and Nucky saying that his son had passed away, I feel like those scenes were much more vibrant and rich in colors, than, you know, the juxtaposed cut right there with Van Alden and his wife. Everything seemed all doom and gloom. And yeah, like I said, lifeless colors, more dull colors. The color grading was washed and weathered looking. So yeah, I love that about the show. Technically, this show is brilliant.
Fleming will take the other side.
I'll be in Scotland before.
See, I wouldn't be surprised if luckily Gianno and his boys seize the opportunity here while Nucky's gone.
You sure? Yeah.
They're planning to hit the casino, right?
Fair. My cousin's wedding. I'll swing by on the way home.
Sister Mary.
That's the 150 grand they're trying to take.
Oh, yeah.
Too hot to watch.
Too hard to watch. Oh, this is the brothel. Yeah, Jimmy should be here with Al.
Oh, what you doing? These are friends of mine.
Convenient you waited till he was done.
Standard operating procedure. It's a new world.
If you can talk, I'm sure Charlie Sheridan would agree.
Read about that, huh? Your boy Jimmy? My boy. 2 rums, Tommy. Oh, wait, that's right. We ain't got any.
You just can't make your point, huh?
Well, where the fuck is it already?
The boy's sailing up from Bimini as we speak.
On a raft? I need delivery. These boards are over the moon with this Mary Pickford cocktail. They mix the rum with the grenadine.
Because the bootleg stuff tastes like shit.
I'm telling you, the suits
So
in
you
this
making a
show,
at the
man.
convention, eh?
Far out.
It's so nice to meet you.
You think these guys are doing marathons in them?
I'm a politician. There are some things you can't buy in a cat house.
Salute.
It's Warren Harding's campaign manager.
Never heard of him neither.
He's a senator from Ohio. He's running for president.
Why don't you say so? Ohio? You should talk to Judge Graves.
Who's he?
See, you don't know everybody. Your Honor.
Oh, the judge was right here. Oh, everybody in here. Damn.
I want to introduce you to a dear friend of mine, Nucky Thompson from Atlantic City.
How do you do?
I've never been to Jersey. Staten Island once, but that was years ago.
Well, you're welcome anytime. At my expense, of course.
Much obliged.
Yeah.
This guy, a tall-looking motherfudger.
So I hear you have some insight into Warren Harding.
Harding? He's a puppet for the Fast Money Boys in Cleveland. I used to sit on the bench there.
You like his chances?
I liked him better with Harry Dougherty behind him.
A little cagey, that one.
But he knows how to treat a friend, I can tell you that from experience. These Ohio fellas know what they're doing, Mr. Thompson. 5 presidents since the Civil War.
Judge Graves. Bells arrive.
Gentlemen, I never keep a lady waiting.
My gosh, man.
Enjoy. Loves
He
his
about to give her a court order, man.
Gotta bring her in special from the black belt.
Oh, get out of here. Go. Think it's funny? Tough guy, move it. Move it. Piece of shit.
The lady says stop. That's what it means. If I see you here again, I'll cut your fucking pecker off. Get him out of here.
Jimmy the Enforcer. Looking like he looking at him like a proud son.
Nucky,
James.
is everything all right?
Why wouldn't it be?
What are you doing here?
I've been coming to Chicago since before you were born.
Who do you think lit that fire?
You're looking well. New suit.
Mr. Torio's been very helpful.
Call us a cab, Eddie.
Aww.
Excuse.
Eddie doesn't get to have a little bit of fun. It's cut short.
I could give you fellas a lift.
Old times, eh?
Sure, why not?
Somehow, James, we've all been managing to get along without you. Your family as well.
How are they?
Why don't you call and find out?
I write her every week, Nook. She never writes me back.
Next time you buy a new wristwatch for yourself, don't. Send them the money instead.
You don't get the chance to write back. She ain't getting the letters. Van Alden, man, he cutting you off. Big time. Bro, Jimmy thought he was getting Amazon next day delivery with them letters. He's getting Amazon never day delivery, man. He ain't giving that shit. She ain't getting it.
Lolly? Hello?
Oh no.
What the hell are you doing? What's going on here? Don't fucking move!
Oh.
Get the bag!
That's the heist. That's the heist. That's 150 grand, yeah?
You follow us? Cater's on!
Man, that's easy money while Nucky's going away. Easy pickings. Anyone gonna attend to Eli here? Anyone gonna help him out?
Is he dead?
No, I don't think so. I need you to do something for me.
I'll go to him immediately. But I'll need to call a sitter.
No, actually, it's my office.
Yes?
Eli's being cared for. He's home with his family. There's a doctor. I need you to go to the Ritz.
Very well.
My office. It's been left unattended. I'll need you to safeguard a few things. Some business records.
Damn. He placing so much trust in her.
Mr. Fleming, one of your aldermen.
I don't know what's happening right now, and until I return, I prefer to rely only on you. What are you drinking?
Whiskey.
I figured only champagne now with that getup.
The boy's with him. The boy's with him.
It's bespoke. Al bought it for me.
Who's your friend?
War buddy.
Richard, Harold.
To the lost.
Bro, Richard, oh my gosh. I don't know why. I'm just glued to the screen even more when he's on it.
Assuming this is not a social call.
I need you to come home, James.
Need or want?
He needs that extra muscle.
Eli's been shot. They robbed Lolly's.
Who did?
I don't know. We're at war, kid. They hit Chalkies a few months back. Killed one of his men. Robbed O'Neill right out in the open on the boards.
And now this?
Someone's got it in their head that I'm weak. That I have no real means of retaliation.
You got the whole sheriff's department on your payroll.
And the sheriff's in bed with a bullet in his gut. There are things I may require that I'm uncomfortable asking of Eli anyway. Particularly with the election coming.
We need to sweep it under the rug, you know?
This afternoon when you saw me, you looked at me like I was something you scraped off your boot. Now it's 4 in the morning, the world's closing in, I'm your long-lost son.
Don't overestimate yourself, James.
Why shouldn't I, Nuck? I'm doing very well here.
And how far will that go?
Well, why not?
You're Irish. Torio's Italian. You'll always be an outsider.
You know this suit costs $70?
You're about as subtle as a kick in the teeth, you know that?
Can we outsource Richard?
5% of anything that comes in by boat, and 10% of anything that comes in on wheels.
And that Fed? What do I do about him?
I'll work that out.
I gotta think about it.
Yeah, he's comfortable out here, man.
You do that. But whatever you decide, don't ever keep me waiting again.
He got rid of the Sheridans. Life's good out here. What if he just want to stay the way he is? Hey, he's sitting in the king's chair. It's lonely at the top. Okay, he didn't say open it. Don't take a look at it. Don't take a gaze. This is not the Marauder's map, okay? We're not revealing the secrets yet. I know it's tempting. She's looking at that thing like it's a Ouija board, man. Do not open it. And who left the window open?
Hello? Hello?
Nah.
This is Mrs. Schroeder. Who is this?
It's with the breathing man. I'm watching a drama, not a horror movie. I think that was, you know, I don't know if the guys who robbed the casino knew Nucky was away, because maybe they called Nucky
This is rather clandestine.
and hoped he'd answer to give a warning to him.
Quite a back room. What am I missing here?
That Walter Edge is a dirty, backstabbing chiseler who gave my road money to Frank Haig.
How do you know that?
Because Haig's an even bigger backstabber. Not to mention a friend.
He's a backstabbing friend.
I'll tell you.
You could tell me something else while you're at it. Like how you propose to take care of Harding's lady trouble.
Which lady, which trouble?
There are more than one.
Showgirls, shop girls. I lost count, tell you the truth. One of them's even blackmailing him.
The skirt with the little girl?
No, she's okay. She's in love, is all. Name's Nan Britton.
And the baby's his?
Could cost him the election.
And let me help. I'll bring her to AC, put her up till November. I've got a lady friend with kids of her own. They'll look in on her.
Wow.
For the election, she's your problem again. And then I get my road money.
And are we ever gonna get the road money?
Warren.
I'm sure you're quite the salesman.
Oh man, really?
Al Jolson agreed to write his campaign song.
Eddie Cantor's better.
And the set design in this show is crazy. It's so good.
I'd love to hear from you.
I was thinking of you.
Are you eating?
Yeah, of course.
Why don't you come home, honeypot?
I don't know.
It actually.
So what can you tell me about this Luciana fella?
Well, where do I begin?
Damn.
You're speaking to a United States senator.
And that's all you'll ever be. You made a deal with Haig to fuck me over.
Nucky, I have no idea what you're talking
Don't
about.
insult me.
It's just politics. I'll make it up to you later.
Later when?
When I'm in the White House.
Senator, the only chance you have of entering the White House is on a guided fucking tour.
Oh shit! Oh! 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 What a way to destroy man's dreams!
Solo per 8 punti. Ma che cazzo? Cosa?
Listen, that conversation before. You'll always be seen as the outsider. You're Irish. Look at the way Torio's laughing with Al right there because of their heritage, their culture, their background, the language they're speaking. I think, yeah, he's thinking to himself right there, I'll always be seen as the outsider. Now this guy with the this is a violation, man. Oh, that must be from his wife, right? Because it's about the maternity thing and reproduction. Oh, you want your $270? I'll give you your $270, babe. I got the pip.
I love your back. I love your breasts, daring to feel where my face rests. I love your skin so soft and white, so dear
The framing
to feel
right there.
and sweet to bite. I love your knees, their dimples kiss. I love your ways of giving bliss. I love your poise of perfect thighs, the way they hold me in paradise.
Roll credits.
That was the first love poem Warren ever wrote me.
He's got quite a way with words. That imbecile is going to be the next president of the United States.
That imbecile is going to be the next president of the United States. Man, that's a violation. Taking another woman's money and giving it to your woman? That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, at least one woman got her money this episode. Ah! Wait, what? What? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
My dearest Rose.
Oh, he sent it all back to her.
Like Sarah, Rebecca, and Hannah before you, I urge you to trust in God's plan.
Oh, my
Not
God.
just for your own sake, but also the sake of any offspring He may see fit to bestow upon us. Not only so that you may know Him better, but walk more closely in His footsteps.
Damn, he sent her the money back in one lump sum. Damn. Oh my gosh. For a second, I thought, you know what? Listen. Yeah, I gotta know that Van Alden, listen, morally, he thought that was wrong. Denying another woman support. And listen, this is not God's will. It's not God's will to intervene. Sorry, it's against God's will to intervene and do the surgery. I believe that's what he thinks. Yeah, God has a plan for everyone, and I think surgically deciding to, you know, try and give birth or trying to improve your chances of birth, yeah, that's against God's will. That's against what He has planned for you, because you're, I guess, using human methods.
Your devoted husband, Nelson.
There's only so much she's gonna be able to put up with, but like, how devoted is she to her husband? Yeah. Like I'm saying, like, how devoted is she to Nelson? Damn, Angela got her money, man. Listen, Van Alden.
Nucky. Oh my God.
Nothing I could do.
It's only money. Forget it.
It's more than money.
It's war, man.
We're under siege.
Yeah. Preying on the weak, per se.
I asked Jimmy to come back.
Jimmy?
We need help, Eli. How many years have we been doing this? Not once has this ever happened.
It's a new world.
Yo, did she sleep in that chair? She getting hella comfortable. Listen, that book has been crying out to her the whole night. She had nightmares about the book. This is prime television, ladies and gentlemen. HBO does not miss. I just watched House of the Dragon episode 4 right before this episode of season 2. And that episode was sensational. HBO, this motherfucker don't miss. Oh my gosh. Listen, why are they acting like this is some big massive reveal to Margaret? Like, surely she kinda low-key knew on the side about Nucky's dealings with alcohol. And surely she wasn't that naive. I think she didn't want to believe it herself, but I think she had some sort of inclination about what Nucky was up to and what he was capable of in his position. But I think right there, I don't know, I feel like that final shot right there of obviously the logbook solidifies it. Like, it basically confirms it to her. I think she already knew, but I don't think she knew the extent of it. And right there, she just sees all the orders and, you know, the vast number of orders and, you know, the numerical increase in orders of the bottles. It's just like, she's like, oh, damn, this is massive. And then obviously the casino stuff. And I think she's starting to realize, I think she already knew, like, your man is the treasurer, of Atlantic City, or like, of Jersey County. Is it Jersey County? Of Jersey. Like, you have to have some sort of inclination. Like, yeah, I don't believe she's that naive. And I think we've been led on to believe already that she knows the extent of what Nucky does and that he has sort of his hand in everything in the city. I mean, look how he got you the job. Look at his influence upon others. And she's seen it firsthand. Look who the guy hangs out with. You've been to those elitist parties. You delivered the dress. So I don't think that reveal at the end of the episode is as big as a reveal as I think it is, like as it's like intended to be. I believe obviously you have that look of shock on her face, but I think it's just like another confirmation to her. It all but confirms it, and I think she already knew, but that's just like 100% bulletproof, no, 100% like confirmation at the end right there. Like, it is what it is. Like, I think she already knew. But right there, she opened the logbook. She was tempted by it. And yeah, it shows, I think each page is a new world of Nucky's dealings. Like, each page is just a reveal of what he has his hands dipped in. Like, everything in the city, everything. Listen, I love this show. It keeps getting better and better each episode. And it's going to be interesting to see now if Jimmy does come back to Atlantic City, whether he brings Richard back with him. And yeah, oh man, it's going to be pure cinema to have Jimmy and Richard by Nucky's side in Atlantic City as they go to war with Luciano and the Italians. Oh, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, it's been your Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.